Shukriya.
अच्छा
I have to warm up my Hindi mouth.
maybe
Yeah.
कि हम 2 हफ्ते ब्रेक हुए.
All right, guys, let's get started. Hi, namaste everyone. Welcome to Hindi University. First of all, wish you all a very, very happy and a prosperous new year. I know we took a small, like a 2-week break, and we're meeting after 2 weeks. But as always, I'm really excited to be with all of you. Definitely missed everyone in our Hindi class, and can't wait to get started. So before that, just a little bit of logistical details. As you know, we meet every Sunday, 8 a.m. US Pacific time, sorry, which is the time in the California region, and we learn about the Hindi language. For those of you who are new to Hindi University, you can find more about us by going to youtube.com/Hindi University. If you're interested in joining the live classes, you can find all the details in this page, tiny.cc/Hindi University. As you know, this is the beginning of New Year. This is a great time if any of your friends and family are interested in learning Hindi. They can also join. So it's a good way to let them know about the classes as well. As you know, we've been going over the book called Teach Yourself Hindi, and we are systematically covering it. This is the book written by Professor Rupert Schnell, professor in the University of Texas at Austin. And right now we are going on chapter number 12. Okay. So right now we are trying to follow the sequence of what's there in the Teach Yourself Hindi book. But with that being said, we will still be, covering things from very basics, and will incrementally change the level of the class, right? So as always, your participation is encouraged. You ask any questions that you have, and then we'll cover it. And towards the end of the class, as you all know, that we do a breakout room where we split the class into small breakout rooms, and everyone discusses their questions and their thoughts. Okay. So in this particular class, I thought, last class we covered how to use time in Hindi, right? And in this class, I want to cover section 12.3, and I want to cover one verb that was very important. I think it puzzled some of you in the WhatsApp group as well. It's the use of the verb pana. Okay, pana, pa, and then na and a. It's a very interesting word, and there are many use cases of it. We may not be covering all the scenarios, but in this class I want to at least cover how to use pana in 3 or 4 different cases. Okay, that would be the focus of the class. Okay. And it's an interesting one, because typically when we learn about the verbs, we learn them in a different buckets. There are regular verbs, there are irregular verbs, there are transitive verbs, there are intransitive verbs, infinitive verbs, right? I mean, so we try to put them in different buckets, right? Pana fits into multiple buckets. Okay, pana is a regular verb. Okay, as well as it's an auxiliary verb. Okay, and a part of the confusion is we are trying to use them, interchangeably, and that was confusing us about pana. Okay, so what I'll do first, we'll cover how to use in a transitive case, in a regular verb, and then we'll do auxiliary verb. Okay, just to do a brief recap for regular and irregular. If you guys recall, the regular verbs, they follow a fixed pattern, right? I mean, so you have help, helped, helped, right? So when it is used in the past and the participle form, it's not drastically different from the base form. Irregular, they don't really follow a pattern, like jana becomes gaya in the past. Okay, that's irregular. And in Hindi, there are about 6 or 7 irregular verbs, if you recall. Rest of them are regular verbs. So pana is a regular verb and it's also a transitive verb. Okay, it's also a transitive verb. So which means you will be using ne with the subject when it is used in the past tense. Okay, auxiliary verbs are basically your verbs that we use along with other words. Okay, and they give meaning to it. So if you recall, all these like am, are, have, can, they are all considered auxiliary verb. For example, I have helped. Okay, have, it's basically just by itself it doesn't have any meaning, but it's used with helped. Okay, so in this case, have is your auxiliary verb and this is your helping verb, and help is your your regular verb there, or I have finished. Okay, so that's basically two drastically different use cases for the verb pana. So I hope this makes sense, at least at the very, very high level, okay, before we get into the specifics, examples, etc. for both of them. Okay, so first we'll do the how to use pana in the regular verb or in the transitive case. Okay, so when it is used as a transitive verb, so it has many meanings, and a couple of them are to obtain, to receive, to get, okay, and also to find or to earn, to actually, yes, to earn and to find. Okay, so these are various ways you can use this word, pana. Okay, so let's say I want to use like I found or I earned, and I want to make a very, very basic Hindi sentence. I want to make a very, very basic sentence using I found or I earned. Forget about what will go in between. We will discuss that as well. Okay. You know the verb pana. It's a transitive verb. Okay. If I have to say I found, okay. If I have to say I found, how will I say that? You can write on a chat box, all of you. Good to see everyone else. Anna, Simona, and I can get to an Octavian. Awesome. Okay. Okay. John, what do you think? How will you say I found?
Namaste, Ashuji. I think maine paya.
Okay, awesome. Maine paya. So I am going to remove this part. Okay, hopefully this doesn't give you problems. So maine, that's a very basic one, right? Maine paya. Okay, there's no object given, so you are by default leaning towards paya, masculine singular. You're assuming it's going to be masculine singular, right? Maine paya. Okay, so far clear, right? I hope nobody has any question on that one. Maine paya, right? Now you can really put a lot of things in between. Okay, you can say maine ashirwad paya. Ashirwad is blessings, okay, in Hindi. So you can say maine ashirwad paya, and that will work well. You can say maine puruskar paya. Puruskar is prize, okay. Puruskar, prize. मैंने पुरस्कार पाया. Okay. In this case, as you know, this verb will get conjugated based on the object. Okay. So if object is following a particular number and a gender, you will conjugate this accordingly. Okay. मैंने इलाज पाया. Okay. So let's say you have a problem and you are looking for a treatment, and you want to say, oh, finally, ab jaake maine iska ilaj paya. Okay, now I found the cure of it. Okay, ilaj, cure, ilaj. I'll put 2a here. Maine iska ilaj paya. Okay, so that's it's a very simple use case. When you earn something, obtain something, or you receive something. Okay, that's when you will use pana. Okay, again, this is a using pana in a regular a verb. Okay, let me jump to so these I'm going to put them in one bucket. Loosely, all of them have the same meaning. Then we will use so this is the use case number 1. Okay, and we'll jump to, so if you have to give an example, okay, it may not always make sense, but why don't you all try and write on a chat box, what else can you put in between, and I'll tell you whether it makes sense or not. Maine paya.
Ji,
Yep.
so paya, does it not have like a literal translation in English, and all these things you wrote on the right are different things it could mean?
Yes, that is true.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like Ashirwad paya, you receive Ashirwad, versus you ilaj paya, you in a way you found the cure.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I want to now ask all of you to give a try, okay, using this template, and tell me what do you think. Okay, मैंने तोहफा पाया. Okay, you can say that. मैंने पैसा पाया. Okay, very good. Okay, मैंने तुमसे खाना. Okay, खाना पाया. Okay, okay, so this may not always make sense, and in some cases you will use like mujhe, right? You will end up using ko, because here you are receiving something. Okay, so that's why pana gets a bit tricky, because in some cases it loosely aligns. You can really use it ko instead of using pana. You can use ko and mila.
That's what I was going to ask. If you use ko, do you use Pana or do you use mila?
Mila. So you can say mujhe khana mila. Okay, but what was the other thing you were saying, Rita ji?
Well, that was my question. I didn't know if pana was interchangeable with mila, which is also another confusing verb. Yeah. So, and if can you use like to me something was found versus I found something? Would you use paya or mila?
Yeah. Oh, this one is also very good. Leon is saying maine jawab paya. Okay, I found the answer. Okay, that's a good one. Maine kitab pai, maine kaam paya. Okay, I found the work. And maine kitab pai, and it's gonna go with the book. Okay, the gender of the book. So maine kitab pai, maine ek kitty pai. Okay, maine ajadi pai. Okay, that's a good one, right? I found freedom. Okay.
Yeah, especially with what's going on in the United States now. We need that one.
मैंने एक दोस्त की किताब पाई, मैंने बिल्ली पाई. Okay, so all of you are hitting the right note here. मैंने अखबार पाया. Okay, मैंने apology पाई. Okay, वत्सला जी. मैंने हिंदी यूनिवर्सिटी पाई. Okay, so I hope this makes sense. This is a good one. Like it's a very, very basic use case. Now we'll jump on to the second use case of pana. Okay, bear with me. If you have more specific question, let's hold on till some time, because as the chapter will or the class will evolve, hopefully 80% of the question should be resolved. Okay, so bear with me. If there are still something that is like what the heck, it doesn't make sense. So now the next one. Let's say you are doing some research, or you have some observation, not necessarily a formal research, but you go somewhere and you're like I found that this place is very clean. Okay, and you're writing like a summary about it. So in those cases also you can use pana. So imagine like you went to Italy and you're like I found that Italy, it's very clean. I'm giving an example. You know, this is your assumption, or you know, your observation. Okay, I found that this book is very unique. This book is unique. Okay, I found that he or she is a very nice person. Something you didn't know before, now you know it, right? In those cases, you know, you see that it's found. So, you know, you'll be using the, you know, the past, you know, form of it, paya, for that. So before I give the answers, feel free to give it a try yourself and try to say them in Hindi. Okay, you can say these sentences. You can make your own sentence. Okay, either way is fine. So in the next 5 minutes, I'll be writing the translation of it. But if you have already got the grasp of it, go with it. Like try to make a new sentence and write it out. Okay. So Simona ji, what do you think? I found that Italy is very clean. How do you say that?
मैंने पाया कि इटली बहुत साफ है.
Okay, very good, right? So मैंने पाया, and you know that there's a conjunction, right? So there's the use of key. If you guys recall, there are two keys in Hindi, right? You know, key versus key. Like this one is a postposition, this one is a conjunction. Okay. In this case, it's a conjunction that, which is connecting two sentences. Okay. The other one is like, you know, Ron ki ladki, I use always as an example, right? So मैंने पाया कि इटली बहुत साफ है. इटली बहुत साफ है. Okay, so that's the translation of it. I found that Italy is very clean. Okay, I found that this book is unique. Gundev, you want to tell us how will you say that?
I would say मैंने पाया कि ये किताब and then I would say, I guess, like खास है.
Okay, yes, मैंने पाया, I found, मैंने पाया कि यह किताब बहुत, you can say unique, that's okay with me, and you can also, in this case, it's खास है, special. Okay, खास है, ये किताब बहुत खास है. मैंने पाया कि किताब बहुत खास है. Okay, I found that, you know, similarly, like, you know, some observation, I found, like, I read it and I found that there are, you know, n number of cities in this country. Okay, that's like a valid sentence as well. Okay. Next one, I found that he or she is a very nice person. Let's see. Taraji, you want to tell us?
मैंने पाया कि वह एक अच्छा आदमी है.
Okay, मैंने पाया कि वह एक अच्छा आदमी है. Now let me see what you guys are thinking in the sentence. So this is your time now. Okay, so I think all of you right now have translated these. Try to make a new sentence on your own. Okay. So this is the second use case of pana. That again, we are still in the first category of the second use case, where we are learning about how to use pana as a transitive verb. Okay. Okay, very good. मैंने पाया कि गाड़ियाँ बहुत सस्ती है. Okay, you go to a different city and you're like, you know, I found that, you know, this you know, cars or vehicles are pretty cheap here. So that's a good way of, you know, using it. Leon, you're thinking something. Tell us. What are you
I
thinking?
just wrote it in the chat.
Okay.
Let me just look it up. मैंने पाया कि मौसम बहुत बुरा है.
Okay, very good. Okay, anyone else you want to, you have like, feel free to speak, you can speak as well. Okay, Chanel is saying मैंने पाया कि इंडियन खाना बहुत स्वादिष्ट है. Okay, very good. I found that Indian food is tasty, or you can say for any food. Radhika ji?
मैंने पाया कि बहुत सुंदर है.
Okay. Okay, now let's say ki, you want to use negative for now. I'm going to change it a little bit for both the cases, use case number 1 and use case number 2. Okay, if you want to say I didn't find anything. Okay, let me. Okay, I didn't find here anything. Okay, so let's say sometime you get frustrated, and you want to say I didn't find here anything. I didn't find here, or I didn't find anything here. I didn't find anything here. Okay, how do you say this one in Hindi? Nandini ji? Yeah, Nandini ji, you want to give a try?
Oh, मैं कुछ नहीं पाया.
Very good. Try
नहीं,
again.
मैं यहाँ.
Is it मैं or?
मैंने, I did not, sorry. मैंने यहाँ कुछ नहीं पाया.
Very good, right? See, you are unnecessarily doubting it. मैंने यहाँ कुछ नहीं पाया. मैंने यहाँ कुछ नहीं पाया. Now, again, just to kind of repeat, right now we are doing paya, pana. That's why I wrote it like this. So far, if you were to ask me, I would have told you, मुझे यहाँ कुछ नहीं मिला. That's how we would cover it, because in the past we've covered को, right? मुझको और मुझे यहाँ कुछ नहीं मिला. So that's.
Ashu ji.
Yeah.
Ashu ji.
Go for it.
Just I wrote one sentence. Is it right? मैंने पाया कि यह नदी बहुत तेज है. Is it?
It is correct.
Is it okay?
It is correct.
Okay, thank you.
Did you write it? I may have missed it. If you wrote it, this is correct. मैंने पाया कि यह नदी तेज है और नदी का बहाव तेज है. Okay. Or if you're writing it in the past tense, like let's say you write about about something or an event, you can write it down that I found that river was flowing very fast. मैंने पाया कि नदी बहुत तेज बह रही थी. Okay, और बच्चे वहाँ खेल रहे थे और नहा रहे थे. Okay, so that can be your sort of a summary. Yeah. Anyone else? Questions so far? Okay, let's do one more, and then we'll jump to the auxiliary verb part of it. Okay. Second one is, let's say you go somewhere and you find some relief there. Okay. So this time I'm gonna do I'm gonna say, let's say you go there and you say मैंने यहाँ बहुत सुकून पाया. Sukoon paya. Sukoon is nothing but relief. मैंने यहाँ बहुत relief पाया, or sorry, I wrote it as relief. मैंने यहाँ बहुत सुकून पाया. So you can say that as well. Okay. Questions? Anyone? Navneet? Can you make one sentence using any of the scenario, either this one, use case number 1, or as well as use case number 2? And you can also type it if that helps.
मैंने पाया कि इटली बहुत साफ है.
Louder. मैंने पाया कि
इटली बहुत साफ है.
Italy बहुत साफ है. Okay, so that's a good one. That's what we had. Anyone else? Any questions before we move on? मैंने यहाँ कुछ भी नहीं पाया. That's a good one. Ted. Awesome. All right. So keep thinking. If you still have questions, we will cover it. Okay. And let's go to the auxiliary verb, how to use. So these are the two most common cases of using pana in the past tense. Okay, bear with me again. Like, you can still use it in the in the present tense and in the future tense. But right now, I want to just cover paya, so that way at least that's the entire focus. But you can definitely use it in present and past as well. Okay, you can say like where नौकरी में 1000 रुपए पाता है. That's the fair way of saying like he earns 1000 rupees in his job per hour or per day. Okay, however you want to say it. Now let's use pana for auxiliary. Second, pana as auxiliary verb. Okay, here it is similar, it acts very similar to using sakna. Okay, sakna, where you use can and could. So here pana is very similar to that, where sakna is purely an auxiliary verb or a model. As I said, pana can be used both as a regular verb as well as the auxiliary verb. Okay, so where you will be using with base stem of another verb, along with that you will be using form of pana. Okay, so let's say you want to use the base form. There's another verb called khana. Okay, and you use the base form of it, which is kha. And if you want to use it in the past tense, it will be kha paya. Okay, which indicates the ability of a user to do something. Or other way is like a user or a subject managed to do something. They managed to do something. So some definitions part, right? So where you are using pana with another verb and it gives or it expresses a subject's ability or inability. Okay, I think I didn't write this part. Ability or inability. Inability to do something. Okay, or a user managed to do something or couldn't do something here. Okay, they couldn't do something due to some external pressure or force. Okay, right now let's just write down the definition. As we go into the examples, it'll make more sense to you. Okay, and then when you will do it, it'll make even more sense. So let's just do some examples of it. What do you mean by a user couldn't do something due to some external force? What can you give an example of it? Okay, so let's do that. The first is, I hope you wrote it down, and let's do an example. So you can say, example here is, due to, let's say you want to say due to the delay, I couldn't catch the train. Okay, how do you say that? Due to the delay. So there is some external force, okay, and the user did not manage to do something. Okay, both the conditions are applying, right? So you're saying देर होने के कारण मैं ट्रेन नहीं पकड़ पाया. मैं ट्रेन नहीं पकड़ पाया. Okay, so let me break it down for you. You will say, okay, I'm going to erase this part. To catch, as you know, is pakadna, right? To catch is pakadna. Like to, police chor ko pakadti hai, right? Then you're using the base stem of pakadna is pakad, and then you're using the paya part of it. Okay, and देर होने के कारण is nothing but due to the delay or due to I am being late. Okay, मैं ट्रेन नहीं पकड़ पाया. Questions on this one? I know there will be questions. If you don't ask it, I'll ask it. So it's
Formulated question. That's why.
Yeah. Does it make sense, this one? मैं ट्रेन नहीं पकड़ पाया.
You could use the, sorry, Ashuji, you could use the sakna instead of paya here easily, isn't it?
You can say that. You in many cases, मैं ट्रेन नहीं पकड़ सका. Absolutely. So if you're more comfortable with, using sakna.
So it's directly interchangeable.
For many cases, it's directly interchangeable.
Dhanyavad.
Right? मैं ट्रेन नहीं पकड़ सका. You can completely say that. There won't be any problem with that. This topic is because it's there, and it's also like if somebody else is using it, you should be able to understand it. So it's not just like, your ability or inability, but also like, somebody's using it, you should feel comfortable. Okay, no
Thank
question.
you. It's very complicated. You're breaking it down beautifully. Thank you.
So der hone ke karan, all that means due to the delay.
That's right. Der hone ke karan. Nobody noticed that. Why are we not using ne here? Right? In all the previous cases, we said मैंने पाया, कि अर्थ, पृथ्वी गोल है, और मैंने यहाँ कुछ नहीं पाया, और we said like मैंने आशीर्वाद पाया, और मैंने पुरस्कार पाया, right? Why are we not using ne?
Because there's no transitive verb here.
Yeah, it's not a transitive verb. It is used as an auxiliary verb.
Yeah.
And that's why there is no ne. So that's why you should be able to, when you're reading it and you see something like that, it should give you a trigger that, pana is a special verb. It can be used as a transitive verb as well as an auxiliary verb. And that's why you may not see a ne in this case. Okay. So what I'll do now, I'll just do the second part of it. Like, assume that there is some external, pressure. Okay. I'll just focus on मैं ट्रेन नहीं पकड़ पाया. So what we'll do, we'll take a verb, base stem of the verb, and we'll use it with paya. Okay, and then we can use them in many sentences. Okay, so let's look at some more examples so all of you can.
Sorry, Ashuji.
Yeah, go for it.
There are two verbs here, isn't it? Only the auxiliary verb decides whether it's transitive or not. The pakad doesn't matter. For the ne.
For the ne, मैं ट्रेन नहीं. So only the auxiliary.
I was also thinking the same.
Say it one more time. Your example.
You said it is an intransitive verb, the paya here, pana, but the pakad.
It's an auxiliary verb. So here.
Even though pakad is a transitive verb, why can't I use it for the pakad rather than for the pana, the mene bit?
In other words, paka, to catch, is a transitive verb. You have to catch something. So because we're using paka, why wouldn't we use ne?
Yeah.
Mene train nahi pakad.
So if you're using purely that,
so with pana, the rule is that.
That's right. So when you're using an auxiliary verb along with this, it's basically, the second one is basically you're saying, I caught the train. I caught the train is different than I managed to catch the train.
Oh, right. It's
in this
so
case,
manage is the dominant here.
in this case, you are using it as like, you know, your ability or ability to do something, right? So it's basically, it's that sort of makes it an auxiliary
Yes.
verb. It translates into I couldn't catch the train, right? Versus I caught the train. And in this case, you know, you end up using it without a name and it becomes dominant. So I couldn't catch the train. So you see that like the difference is I caught the train versus I couldn't catch it. I couldn't catch the train. So towards the end of the class, I wrote some of these like test cases for you where I will write something like this and you have to tell me how to use or how to insert pana in that sentence. So hang in there, you know, hopefully, you know, when you do that, it'll automatically be like, you know, okay, now I see why when I use this as a transitive verb, you know, I'm, you know, conjugating it according to the, you know, the object. Yeah. So let's do some more examples of this one. And then my hope is that most of you will be at the same level when we do some more examples. Okay. So let's say you want to say, मैं, just like before, you have मैं and then you have पाया. Okay, or you can also say मैं नहीं पाया. Okay, let's do some more examples, lot more examples. So what can go inside it? You can say मैं बड़ी मुश्किल से, after a lot of difficulty, मैं, you can say मैं बस, oh, this thing doesn't work, मैं बस पकड़ पाया. Okay, मैं बस पकड़ पाया. Or you can say मैं बस नहीं पकड़ पाया. Okay, मैं बस पकड़ नहीं पाया. Okay, or you can say मैं काम खत्म, work खत्म करना, right? As you know, काम खत्म कर पाया. Okay, after a lot more difficulty, I managed to finish the work. Okay, once again, it's काम is work, khatam karna is the verb, khatam karna. You remove the na and you put paya there. Okay? None of the colors are working. Kaam khatam kar paya or kaam khatam nahi kar paya. User's ability or whether user was managed to finish something or not. Okay, so think along those lines. Okay, okay. So let's say I'm going to erase it. Let's say you have, let's say you want to say something to someone, okay, your manager, you know, your loved one, and you're having some difficulty talking about some complicated topic, okay, it's not coming out of you, right? And you'll say, बड़ी मुश्किल से मैं ये बोल पाया. Okay, बोल, verb is बोलना. You remove the na and you said बोल पाया. बड़ी मुश्किल से मैंने से बड़ी मुश्किल से, like after a lot of difficulty मैं बोल पाया. Okay, you can say मैं कुछ नहीं बोल पाया. Okay, that I tried a lot, but when I went there, I, you know, now again you can use मैं कुछ नहीं बोल सका, I couldn't speak anything. Okay, so there it is completely interchangeable, but again our focus is the use case of पाना, right? So that's why it's मैं कुछ नहीं बोल पाया. Okay, you know, you can also say let's say your friend is inviting you for their wedding, you know, shadi, and you couldn't manage to attend it, right? So you can say मैं shadi, I'm going to just use an English word, attend नहीं कर पाया और कर नहीं पाया. Okay, karna is the verb, attend karna, but you remove the na and using it with paya. Okay. You can also say jeetna is to win, right? Jeetna is to win. You can use मैं जीत पाया, और वह टीम सॉकर जीत पाई बड़ी मुश्किल से, और 10 साल के बाद में वो वर्ल्ड कप जीत पाए, right? Questions? Are you guys comfortable making a sentence on your own? Okay. मैं आपसे और मेरे बिजी स्केड्यूल की वजह से मैं आपसे नहीं मिल पाया. Like some of you, let's say you come to San Francisco, right, the city, and but you only come here for a day and you have like work. Like Ashu ji, मैं आपसे नहीं मिल पाया और मैं आपसे नहीं मिल पाई. Okay, due to my schedule, it will work quite well there. Okay, you can say the same thing with your friends and family if you're visiting. Like मैं आपसे नहीं मिल पाई. Okay, can you say मैं आपसे नहीं मिल सकी? You can absolutely say that.
Sorry, one more question.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
So for this mil pai, we don't need a ko there. मैं आपसे नहीं मिल पाई. Rather than
you are saying, can I say मैं आपको नहीं मिल पाई?
The mil doesn't dictate any ko here. Milna.
Yes. So yeah, that's
only that is only for getting, not for meeting, is it?
That's right. That is right.
That's the difference. That there's a different milna. Oh.
Yeah. To meet versus to receive. मुझे मिला. Yeah. Any questions? Anyone? You guys feel comfortable making on your own? Okay. मैं घर खरीद नहीं पाया. Okay. Very good, right? You can say that loan approved नहीं होने की वजह से. Let me write it down, okay? Because I'm saying it probably too fast. Okay. So that's a good one, Yirka. Loan late approve. You can say that late approve होने की वजह से. So see, this is an external event. Force. Loan approve होने की वजह से मैं घर खरीद नहीं पाया. I couldn't, or I couldn't buy the house. Okay, let's see what else has. मैं घर खरीद नहीं पाया. धुएं के कारण मैं ठीक से सांस नहीं ले पाया. Very good, संगीता जी. Right? धुआं is smoke. Okay, धुआं होने की वजह से. Okay, so write it down. होने की वजह से. Okay. धुआं होने के कारण और होने की वजह से मैं सांस नहीं ले पाया. सांस लेना is to breathe. Okay. मैं सांस नहीं ले पाया, और मैं सांस नहीं ले पाई, like I couldn't manage to, breathe. Okay. Very good. इस साल कोविड होने के कारण मैं भारत नहीं जा पाया. Pundev, that's a spot on. मैं भी इस साल कोविड होने की वजह से भारत नहीं जा पाया. वजह is a reason. And I think it's Urdu, and Yusuf ji, you can correct me, but in this case, but it's pretty much like it's used pretty commonly, right? I mean, so you won't differentiate whether it is Urdu versus Hindi. It's the same. Let's see. मैं 100 लॉटरी खरीदने के बाद जीत पाया. Okay. Okay, so this is a good one. ठंडा मौसम होने के कारण मैं बाहर नहीं चल पाया. Okay, बारिश की वजह से मैं मॉल नहीं जा पाई. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, so these are all very, very good examples actually. And most of the time that in the WhatsApp group also, when I noticed, we were using, in the auxiliary form, the use of pana. And that's, to be quite honest with you, that is more common. You will be using the more cases of, this is being used as an auxiliary verb. Also written as wajah, that is correct. Okay. Questions, anyone? Feel free to unmute yourself. This is the time. A lot of people are thinking. कल रात में सो नहीं पाया. Awesome. Okay, very good. कल रात में सो नहीं पाया और सो नहीं पाई. Octavian, you want to share something?
No, still observing. Just follow.
Just following, okay. Ted? Any thoughts? Okay, so I'll write down some more examples, okay, that is written by Rupert Schnell in the book. So I'm going to write them down as well. मैं पूरा सेब को खत्म नहीं कर पाया. Okay, so I'm going to write down. मैं पूरे, it's not pure, it's पूरे सेब को खत्म नहीं कर पाया. Okay, what does it mean? Ted, why don't you go? Because I asked you last time. So, मैं पूरे सेब को खत्म नहीं कर पाया. Okay, maybe you are not the Tasneem ji.
Oh my God, I don't know. 1 minute.
Alright, you know it. मैं पूरे सेब को खत्म नहीं कर पाया.
ختم like finish. Nahi कर पाया that I couldn't finish.
Okay. What?
But sir.
पूरे सेब. What is सेब?
पूरे से. I don't
Seb,
know.
Fruit.
Apple.
Basically. Apple.
Apple. Okay.
Yeah.
Seb. Oh yes, that's P. Okay.
Yeah. तो मैं पूरे सेब को खत्म नहीं कर पाया. Hopefully it is clear now. Which means
I couldn't finish the apple.
That's right. I couldn't eat the entire apple. Okay. I was so full that I couldn't finish the entire apple. Okay. I think some of them you already covered. मैं घर जाना चाहता था लेकिन खराब मौसम की वजह से मैं नहीं जा पाया. देर होने के कारण मैं ट्रेन नहीं पकड़ पाया. मैं आपसे नहीं मिल पाया. Now let's do one more. So this time मैं और वह होमवर्क नहीं कर पाई. Okay, Sunita, you want to do that? वह होमवर्क नहीं कर पाई. Give it a try.
He and then HW. What does it mean?
Homework. HW is homework.
Homework. Sorry. He couldn't do. No, she couldn't do her homework.
That's right. She couldn't do her homework. Right. Now the external force can be anything that she may not know some of the topic, or she may have missed the class, or she may be busy. But yeah, good one. Any questions before I move on to the next topic? I think we have 10 minutes left, and before that will be either we can do the questions in the breakout rooms, or we can do it now. And the other thing is, like, the homework assignment for this class for all of you is we've covered pana in different cases. We have used them again, like as a transitive verb and as auxiliary verb. So for both the scenarios, I encourage you to write at least 4 examples in each of the scenarios, just to test your understanding. Okay. And tell me where you feel difficulty, and you can post it in the WhatsApp group, all of you.
Ashuji, I had a question.
Yeah.
So when I use pana as an auxiliary verb, then I use the me, and when I use it as an external normal, then I use the mene. I'm still confused with it.
Okay. So what is so help me here, like give an example and I'll help you out. Like, so this is.
No, you write here all the examples with me. Me, pure seb, ko, katam, nahi, karpaya. You use the me, the normal pronoun, right? Me, wo. But when do I use the mene? I'm confused when I use mene and when I use me.
Yeah. So when to use it? Okay. So when the scenario is user couldn't manage to do something. Okay. When you want to make a sentence like, let's say you couldn't perform something, or couldn't do something, or you could do something. If you are trying to make a scenarios in that paradigm, you are essentially using past tense of pana as an auxiliary verb paya. In those cases, you will not put, you are using, let's say you can perform an action. There will be a verb for it, whether it is to eat, or to drink, or to sleep, or to meet. Okay, there is a verb that is being used with pana. Okay, so when pana is used along with another verb, you will not be using ne with the subject. Okay, as opposed to in the previous one, when pana is a dominant transitive verb, that you found that, you know, this topic is very complex. Okay, there is no other verb. All you have is pana used on its own. There you will be using ne.
Okay.
Does it make sense, or is still confusing?
Yeah. No. So I don't use the ne when it's something that I'm not able to do, but in the past, in a past tense form. Yeah.
That is true. Along when pana is also used along with another word.
Auxiliary verb. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I got it.
auxiliary verb, like, you know, kha paya, mil paya, bol paya, chal paya, dekh paya, right?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So using it like, you know, main aapse bol paya. I'm not saying main paya, right? Doesn't make sense, right? So there is some other verb there, right? So you should take a clue of that. You should take a clue with that, and if that is happening, that means, like, the other verb is used along with it, and that's why there is no ne. Try to follow the template. I know this topic it can be difficult. If you guys all like, I can cover. We can continue because there's no rush. We can continue this topic, and we can use, continue to use pana, but this time we can use, in the future. So as opposed to paya.
Ashuji, can you answer some of in the chat why we use the ko? Because I'm still confused with ko. I know I make some sentences up and probably should use ko, and I always forget to put the ko.
Oh yeah.
Pure say ko. Katamnahi kapaya.
Okay. So can I say मैं पूरा सेब खत्म नहीं कर पाया? You can say that. Okay. Personnel, he prefers to use ko, that's fine. There's no wrong, because there is an object ko khatam nahi kar paya, right? So that's why, it is being used as ko, but you can omit it. You don't really have to use it. Main pura se
Okay, thank you.
Ashtaji is the pure because it's you use ko, so then it has to be pure instead of pura.
That is true. If main pura se, you will, that is true. It becomes conjugated because of the postposition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ashuji, as an alternative interpretation in the past, I was not able to do, I did not manage to do. Can we use the English verbs can and could?
You can. I couldn't eat the entire thing. Surely.
Dhanyavad, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we have another tense in English, I guess, right? Or another way to express that?
So that's the thing, like, I'm not a native English speaker, but English, pana is a little bit interesting. It definitely, when you are, based on how you're using it, like whether you're using it as an auxiliary verb versus the transitive verb, here it lean more towards can and could.
Yes.
In the previous one, it's, as I said, like it lean more
Thank you
to
so much.
how you're using it. Anyone else?
Ashuji, the way, am I wrong in thinking the pana is more used as I was able to, and sakna is more I could not, more of where able is used rather than can. So pana is more able and sakna is more can.
So ability and inability is there in both of them, both of them, purely, right? What I have read, and again, this is getting a little bit more academic, where there is a notion of success or failure in pana. That's what it was, written. But in my mind, there is a notion of success and failure even in sakna, like main game nahi jeet saka. There's a notion of that as well. So that's why I didn't really introduce that.
Yeah.
But think about it as a user's ability to, to do something, or whether a user was managed to do something. Keep that framework in mind, and hopefully that will help you. Okay. Sakna is more like what you generally are capable of. That is true. all these are good questions. I know before we get late, I want you to brainstorm with some of your, peers in the class. So we'll do a short breakout room. I'll come in each of the breakout room, but, try to discuss things that still bother you. So at least, that's the clarity there. And I'll come in each of the breakout room and discuss with you. And folks who are watching live, thank you so much. And very happy New Year again to all of you. And looking forward to doing many more, classes with you this year. Okay, so we'll stop the broadcast and we'll do a breakout.